Alright guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video guys, I'm going to be breaking down the pairs that I will be watching for this week, and also breaking down how you can pass your funded challenge guys. So let's begin. So I'm actually going to be watching about 4 pairs this week, and the first one we're going to analyze is going to be the NAS 100 pair. So I'm just going to clear my chart and show you exactly what I see. Now guys, before I show you anything, I want you guys to memorize this pattern, and this is the pattern I want you to memorize. This pattern right here, this is called the uptrend pattern, right? Very simple pattern. Just keep this in mind because you will need this. So now with the weekly, what I see right now in NAS 100 is that the weekly is currently buying, and it looks like in terms of destination, price wants to go to this demand zone here and this supply zone in the weekly time frame. This is what I see is happening in the weekly time frame, guys. And guys, I like to color code my stuff, so whenever you see purple, just know that this is the weekly, time frame, or like it's from the weekly, time frame basically, right? So the purple line is the destination for the weekly time frame. And if we go to the daily time frame real quick, right, we see that price is looking like it wants to retrace. So again, like I told you guys, pay attention for this particular pattern, right? Because this is what happens when price is trending. It always whenever it goes up, it will come down. Whenever it's down, it will go up. In the sense that, like, literally like this, guys. Boom, boom. It went down, it went up, came down, right? Went up here, right? Now where is it going back? It's coming back down somewhere around here, and then you know the rest. Basically, it's going to go back up like this. That's basically what we're looking for. And now where it's going back down is basically, I usually mark the demand or supply zone. In this case here, it's going to be the demand zone, and I color code my stuff. So this is going to be the daily time frame. So whenever you see this color in any time frame, you know that this represents the daily, right? So this is basically how I mark my zones. I usually use the supply and the demand zones, the latest one, right? So I didn't use anything here, bro. Like, I'm not using anything here, or anything here. Nah, I might actually use this board like for destinations, just like how I use the weekly. But when I'm trying to mark my charts, I'm usually looking at what's happening in front of me right now, which is right here. So this is the demand zone for the daily, and we know that the weekly is currently bullish. So the daily right now is looking bullish too, in the sense that, like, for us to say that price is selling, then the daily has to literally close below this body here. If the daily literally sells and then closes below this here, then we know that the daily is selling, right? That's basically what we know. Now the daily is currently trying to sell to this blue zone for you to buy. That's what we're hoping for. If we go to the 4-hour time frame, it's currently selling, right? Because price was buying, and then it now changed trend here when it closed below this body here. So now you have to understand that you're like, different time frames can be either buying or selling in the sense, right? So in this sense here, in the 4-hour time frame, the trend is sells, right? This is the trend. The trending is sells right now. But in the daily time frame, this sells is just counter trend, right? The main trend in the daily time frame is buys, but in the daily it's currently retracing. But if you go to the 4-hour time frame, the trend is currently selling. So you know what I mean? So in the 4-hour time frame, the trend is sells, but in the daily time frame, the trend the counter trend is sells, and the trend in the daily time frame is buys, right? So basically what's happening is the 4-hour is basically trending downwards to go to the daily zone before it now continues what the daily was doing, which was the buys, right? So right now, this is what we are seeing, right? And this is how I would mark it. Boom, right? I color code it orange, and then boom right here too, color coded again. So we're looking for, so once it's either London session or New York session, then we'll look for entries depending on what's where we are in, where price is, right? Where price is basically. So that's why you have to really be careful when you enter your trades, man. So now that's with NAS 100. Now with AUDCAD, right now price is currently selling, and basically again guys, again the purple is for the weekly, right? So boom, price was selling here, it was creating lower highs, right? So it was buying here for some reason. It bought here, indicating a change in trend in the weekly. It came here, they decided to continue selling. That's cool, you feel me? It sold, retraced a little bit, right, thinking, oh yeah, it's still buying, but it sold again, creating a lower low, went back up, created another lower high, sold again, creating a lower low, and then bought above this previous high, indicating a change in trend. It's retraced, bought again, right, indicating okay, the trend is continuing, and then it sold. We're expecting price to come somewhere around here to now buy back up, but it didn't. It came back here in the last second. We had this particular buy pattern, but as you can see, price did not buy up, it continued selling, so immediately closed below this body here. The weekly now changed back to sells when it comes to trend. So that's what has been doing, and then price came, created a low here, immediately broke below this demand zone. At first it now turned to a supply zone, so immediately broke below this. It never came back up. It would retest, sell, retest, sell, retest, sell, and as you can see, whenever it's sold, it's always creating new lows. And as you can see, it came back again, retested that same box, and then sold again. Now it's selling, giving a sell pattern here, which is the harami. So we're looking for sells in the weekly time frame. So we go to the daily right now. The daily is currently bullish, right, in the sense that, like, okay, boom, price created this high, created this low here. So we can actually even look at this and say, okay, the daily has to break here for us to say that the daily is buying. But personally, I'll look at it as this one here. So once price broke above this particular body here and closed, which was this candle here, or this candle, whichever one, it showed that price wants to continue buying, and then price bought all the way to this particular zone, and then it gave it now reversed here, and then it's now selling. Hopefully it wants to sell to this particular zone here, so we can use this as another destination in the daily time frame. Boom. And then the destination, and then that's basically it. I wouldn't mark this here because again, price is currently selling in the weekly time frame. So we're going to go to the time frame that correlates with the weekly, and as you can see, price is currently selling in AUDCAD. Boom, price came, was buying here, it broke below this candle broke below this here, indicating a change in trend in the 4-hour time frame. As you can see, that's been creating lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. As you can see, guys, price is looking like it wants to continue selling, right? So let's see what actually happens in this particular case here. And destination is this blue zone here, so hopefully we could see some good change. And right now it's currently 1 a.m, so let's see what happens, man. Oof, just look at this beautiful, just look at this beautiful evening star. If you want to take a sell right now, I'll probably take a sell right now, and boom, probably stop loss. Personally, I'll put stop loss to be somewhere like so right now, if I was right here, it's 13 pips. So I'll probably put 20. I'll put 22 personally. And then I'll pull out if price was to break this high. And then my TP will probably be like 1314. 14 to be fair with you, like right here. And I'll basically set and forget this and risk like 2% in this trade and see what happens. So this is AUDCAD right now. And then with USDCHF, same thing too, you get the gist. So right, USDCHF is actually different because USDCHF actually reached like an all-time low since 215, like since 215, man. So you can see, boom, 215, the last time price actually reached here, and that's where price is at right now. And it looks like price wants to buy. So in the weekly, you can't really mark anything in the weekly, so we go to the daily, and the daily, it looks like we can mark something here. So this is the demand zone, and we want price to at least tap this zone before we buys, but it looks like price doesn't want to tap it. But let's see what happens. In the forward time frame, it looks like price has currently changed trend, but we'll see what happens here. Yeah, basically we're waiting for price to at least sell to this blue zone and then buy up, or sell to this particular demand zone in the 4 hour here, which price has not tested yet. As you can see, it broke up, but it has not really retested this area here. So if you can get a retest, that would be great. And then basically we wait for buys in this yellow area here or in this blue area, and this yellow area represents the 4 hour time frame, you know, either supply or demand zone. And then this line here basically states that, you know, unless price breaks below this in the 4 hour time frame, we are going to keep expecting buys, meaning even though price comes here, sells, and comes right here and does not break below and closes below this body, we are still going to expect buys to the upside. That's basically what I'm seeing in the 4 hour time frame. So as you can see, that's what I'm seeing right now, and we expect price to sell, hopefully. And then with EURCAD, we're definitely expecting sells. So this is the destination with EURCAD right now. The reason I say sells is because price created this high in the weekly here, this high here, now created another high again here, created another high again here, and then for some reason price now closed below this body here in the weekly, indicating change in trend for sales in the weekly. And so it sold here and then retraced up, and then now looking to now sell back down past this area. But we're going to use this as a destination. Go to the daily time frame. The structure here is still buys, because yeah, that's what it looks like, buys here. It looks like price wants to keep doing this, right? Boom, 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 and then boom. But we're going to ignore this and trust the weekly time frame and go to a time frame that price is already giving us a sell structure when it comes to the trend, and the 4 hour is giving us that right here, as you can see. So here I'm going to be waiting for price to give us an entry here in the 4 hour time frame. If you can't see this, we'll go to the 1 hour real quick. The 1 hour right now, wait for price to either retest this. Should he? Nah. Wait for price to retest here, actually. Break and retest here in the 1 hour time frame. So yeah, this is basically the pairs I'm basically watching, man. Yeah, hopefully we could see some good moves this week. I'm actually going to break down the news that we have this week. So we have, on Monday we're going to have Euro news, a lot of red folders, bro. So by 3:15, right? So it's good to like secure your entry. Let's see what price does, honestly. Hopefully we could see price come here, or you know what I mean. So when it comes to entries now, right, like I'm going to wait for price to either tap this one and then give me a sell entry, or literally break below this here and then retrace to not sell. Personally, that's what I'm seeing. That's what I am looking for. So yeah, as you can see, we have Euro, a lot of Euro news here. USD news 9 a.m. On Tuesday we have USD odd news. On Wednesday we have USD news by 2 p.m. That's FOMC. Yep, and then federal funds rates, yeah, whatever. And then on Thursday we have Euro news, USD news, and JPY news tentative. So basically throughout the day. And then yeah, Euro news 8:45 a.m. USD news is good. Yeah, and then on Friday, which is going to be July 28th, we have USDCAD news, USD news, and Euro and JPY news. So as you can see, guys, we're actually tapping into like most of these pairs that have news this week. So we do have CAD news on Friday. We have odd news, like, is it on Thursday? I think it's on Thursday, right? Or Wednesday? Yeah, on Wednesday. So we have it on Wednesday, but like, oh, what am I saying? On Tuesday. So we have it on Tuesday, but 9:30 p.m. And then we have USD news basically every single day, and we have Euro news today, actually, because it's currently 1 a.m. as I'm recording this. So yeah, let's see how we actually find our entries, man. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this breakdown. You have a good night. Peace.